How's it going, everyone? My name is AveryBeardedPenguin, and welcome to Slay the Princess and Spooky Saturday. I wanted to stream Spooky Saturday. I tried to, but my frames were just too low to do it. I still don't know what's going on with this internet, you know? But we're going to record this, and it's going to be just dandy. So hold on, let me turn this up. Let me turn up the audio a little bit. So, I have no idea about this game. I was looking under Steam. Psychological horror game popped up. Even when I opened up the game, it was like, hey, yo, man, this is a horror game? This is not what you think it is. So, let's get this party started, shall we? The Hero and the Princess, Chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Huh?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, hold on here. Hear me out. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. It does look like it's a little loud. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Or the end of the world? What are you talking about? Explorer, have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explorer, killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Oh my god, there's so many choices, holy shit. Okay, Explorer, can't someone else do it? Explorer, forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Wait, I've always wanted Alpha Monarch. Viva la Revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. I'm talking to the narrator then? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Maybe.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Damn. Alright. Give me 1 second. I just need to make sure that stuff is on here. Yeah, everything is good. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to turn that off. That might fuck with the audio a little bit, but we'll see. I'll determine if I like it or not. Okay, you can't see the bottom, really. Or maybe that's just like the red line getting in the way. Whatever. Anyways, continue. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Pourquoi?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Consider that maybe the only reason she's going to head can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Do I get some sort of reward? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's bad, as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
That sounds like a you problem. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you guys.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Enter basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Continue downstairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. It's not right.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit. I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
What's your name? I don't remember. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? These are logical questions. I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away here, at least for a little bit, and get to know each other a little better until I decide what to do with you. Sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Yeah, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you've been locked down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Eh?
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need.
I don't really.
Better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, would have been eating or drinking.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I'll ask the questions here,
Anytime
sweetheart.
this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
No. For all I know, she's some demon who doesn't even need to eat or drink. If she's a demon, I ain't saving her.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Right, man?
She has to eat, right?
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
You know, let's get your name.
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Oh, come
You just call
on.
me Princess.
My brother.
Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So your name is... So your princess... Wait, so is your princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Nah, I need to know if you're Agatha, Slayer of 10,000 Demons or something, man.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird.
Sus.
She hasn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Fuck it.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
We might as well just do, like, what the fucking title of the game is.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh!
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Oh!
I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat on
No shot, bro.
crawling flesh still chained to the wall, and she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me, or did this room get a lot bigger?
Hey, I think we got off on the wrong foot.
You coward!
No, I don't think we can.
What do you
Why
mean?
don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
You know what? She lost an arm. I'm
This
just
is a
kidding.
dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Tell her what you... Tell you what. I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh, God.
Make things easier on yourself and let me out. It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. But it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
That's what I get for being like trying to be neutral.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
What do you mean? Why? How? Okay, sweetheart, if you could just chew yourself out of there in the first place, why didn't you do it?
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
That banging sound like it's getting louder.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
I don't believe you. This game would end too fast.
Put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence.
Whoop.
The rain has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh shit, the game continues. What the fuck? I thought it was game over, man.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I even doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
I don't believe you.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. What if he hears us?
Oh no, there's a third voice now.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
So, my question is though, if she could just chew her arm off and leave the entire time, why didn't she?
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
This is different.
The furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. The task awaits, and only you can do it.
You know this game has 90 achievements? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. The whole cabin is different than I remember. Approach the mirror, take the blade. What about the mirror?
Right, I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
You know what? I'm gonna look at a mirror.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us. No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
I'm approaching the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror. Oh shit, I gotta click it.
You reach forward
Ah,
and put your
shit.
hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Why do I got fucking werewolf-looking hands?
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Alright.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor.
What am I?
Difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Well, this is a lot different.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm gonna go talk to her? You don't need a plan. I'm going to kill her. Mr. Neri seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being pessimist right now. Steps off into the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, God. Right is always the right way.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Hear me out, boys.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again. Your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? Nerves. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. Nerves, heart, lungs. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Heart. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right, I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Yeah?
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Wait.
Time passes. You're still here.
Wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
Are you stuck here with us too, or are you capable of going to other
I'm
places?
stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
It's not like it matters if I die, I'll just come back again. But I've got the best company I can ask for. You guys, what more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I survive or die of dehydration before forever happens? I get it. You don't want us to die because you're lonely. How sweet. Take the blade.
Remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Yeah, you know.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery.
What is wrong with us, by the way? What are we?
Here we go.
The rape? How does this game continue?
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, God.
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Oh, boy.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so we've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it?
A little scarier.
What I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit for you guys.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same narrator we met in the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before. We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of these things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well just do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option. Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Turn around and leave.
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet here we are, walking away despite your protestations. There's got to be a crack in this world somewhere. If he's looking in at us, there has to be a way out. Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. I hope for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late. Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Hey, we're walking away from him.
What's going on? Where are we? I don't know, but it feels like home. It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you begins to unwound. Physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds on undulation. Pulse louder as something other comes close. Healers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around you. You are no longer alone. Resistance fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration, the vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yo, this was crazy.
The path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hey, we're killing her this time, yeah? Actually, hold on. It is a little loud. There we go. Anyways.
You're here to slay her. If you do.
Okay. You got it, man.
You make your way up the shore. We're not gonna.
See you in the cabin.
The interior of the blade is your.
Take blade?
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
Oh, that's different!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nah.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Maybe.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Okay, so everyone in the story sucks. I get it.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I don't believe you.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Oh, am I the narrator now? Didn't you hear the narrator? It's me. Like, well, I'm confused. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing for at least a little while longer. Anything to get out of here.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
Shut up, narrator.
Eternity of bliss, you ingrate.
You're an ingrate.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Woo! Let's go!
Nice knowing you.
Nope. Chapter 2, The Spectre?
You're on a path.
Ah, fuck.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Turn around and leave.
Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Oh!
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
I think the narrator's evil.
Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
I'm not gonna. Turn around, leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time.
Yup.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Once again, that sounds like a you problem.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? I don't know. But it feels like home.
Here we go again. Yes, we've read this before. I think this is new. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity, it never ends. Cold spite, our infinite shrink into something less. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I love you, I hate you, I just can't. Out. Oh, here we are again. We're back, boys. No, no.
Seriously?
Yep, bye.
Turn around and leave.
See ya.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
I'm gonna turn around and leave again.
Wasting everyone's stakes and consequences aren't emotional.
Oh, I did.
They're facts of life. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin.
Damn it!
Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
I don't wanna. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find my way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Once again, that sounds like you guys' problem.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction,
Oh God.
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Yeah? You got a problem, hater?
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! The Stranger, Chapter 2. My cat is attacking me?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Shut up. Nope, I don't even have an option to turn around. Yeah, I get it.
A warning before you go.
Why is there a wall?
She will lie. If we're
Shut
still
up.
going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe?
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong.
Interesting.
Confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
True.
We're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
True. He ain't wrong.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
I'm holding the blade the other way.
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
We look cool now.
Yes! It's better. Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Shit, we could throw it out the window. Let's just enter the basement.
The door
Oh
creaks open.
my
A web of
god.
branching staircases, all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to stay.
Take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
Something going well.
But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Ow, my cat just clawed her way up to my lap. What are you doing? Oh, what's happening?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears,
Mirad!
and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, till the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Hi.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. Do you know why you're locked up? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before?
Maybe.
Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we woke up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Let's see. I'm getting you out of here. Try to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. In this, it's like choosing like 3 options at once. If I let you out of here, what are you going to do? Spoiler, getting down here is weird. What's your name?
Princess. No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
See, I can't get her out of here anyway. If I let you out of here, what are you gonna do?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person?
Maybe.
Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kinda hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
There's more of you
Must
now.
be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
I like that one.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
But I like making stuff complicated.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? You could always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Let's see. Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put together. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are
Nope.
you even here? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
Well, we only have one option now.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What did but this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves
For it all.
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
I'll do my best. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone. Placed with something else.
Oh. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how do we even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror.
Don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Glaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what is in it. It's you. You are alone in this place, empty. It's quiet down here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It's the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're the thing I met in space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought you were just a dream. What are you? The gift of the fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of here.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Or are you what trapped me here? Do you know what world's beyond this place? Are you the princess? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, isn't that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I forget how many more pieces of you do I need to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Not going back, wait. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alrighty, boys. I think this is where I'm going to end it for today. So thanks for watching. Let's save real quick. I will maybe continue with doing more of this in a bit. But for now, I have to go make dinner. So I will see you all on Monday.